I think my neighbor is pretending to be someone else. I don't really know how to explain this without sounding paranoid, but I'm going to try anyway. I moved into this house about 3 months ago. It's a quiet estate, the kind where everyone keeps to themselves, but still nods if you pass them. Nothing unusual. The house next to mine had been empty for a couple weeks after I moved in. Then one morning, I noticed a car in the driveway. No moving van, no noise, just suddenly someone lived there. I didn't think much of it. That evening, I saw him for the first time. He was standing at his front door, just looking out. Not at anything in particular, just standing there. I gave a quick wave. He didn't wave back. He did smile, though, too slowly. Over the next few days, I started noticing patterns. He only came outside at very specific times. Early morning, just after sunset, and once around 2 or 3 a.m. I know that because my bedroom window faces his driveway, and I've had trouble sleeping lately. Every time I saw him, he'd do the same thing. Stand still, look around, smile. Never on his phone, never carrying groceries, never doing anything that suggested normal life. About a week in, I decided to introduce myself. I walked over in the afternoon and knocked on his door. It took a while, maybe a full minute, before I heard movement inside. Slow footsteps, not approaching directly, more like circling. Then the door opened. Up close, something felt off immediately. He looked normal, completely normal. Mid-30s, maybe, clean, well-dressed, but his expression didn't match his face, like he'd learned how to arrange it rather than fill it. "Hi," I said, trying to sound casual. "I live next door. Just wanted to say hello." He stared at me for a second too long. Then he said, "Hello." Same tone I used. Same pacing, same emphasis. Like he was repeating me, not responding. I laughed awkwardly. Just thought I'd introduce myself. He blinked, then said, "Just thought I'd introduce myself." That's when I felt it. That drop in your stomach when something is very, very wrong. I made an excuse and left. After that, I tried to ignore him. But it's hard to ignore someone when you start noticing mistakes. Like the time I saw him getting into his car. He opened the door, paused, then closed it again. Stood there, opened it again, closed it again. He did that 5 or 6 times before finally getting in. Or the night I saw him walking down the street. Except not walking properly. His steps were slightly off rhythm, like someone trying to imitate walking from memory. Too deliberate. Heel toe, just a fraction too slow. I think the worst part started last week. I was on a call in my kitchen, talking to a friend about all of this, laughing it off mostly, saying it was probably just a weird guy. That's when I noticed him, standing in his driveway, facing my house, smiling. He couldn't have heard me. The windows were closed. But he was moving his lips. At first, I thought he was talking to himself. Then I realized he was matching my speech. Not perfectly, a second behind, but close enough that I could tell. Like he was learning how I talk. I stopped speaking. He stopped too, but the smile stayed. Last night, something happened that I can't explain. I woke up around 3 a.m. to a noise downstairs. Not loud, just a soft, irregular tapping. I grabbed my phone and I went to check. The house was empty, everything locked. The tapping was coming from the kitchen window. 3 taps. Pause. 3 taps. When I got closer, I realized it wasn't tapping. It was fingernails. From the outside, I forced myself to look, and there he was, standing right up against the glass, smiling. But that's not the worst part. The worst part is what he did when he saw me. He raised his hand slowly and tapped the glass 3 times. Then he said something. I couldn't hear it through the window, but I could read his lips perfectly because it was my voice, my exact rhythm, my exact words. He said, "Hi, I live next door." I haven't slept since. And I don't think he's trying to get in. I think he's trying to get it right first. Because this morning, when I checked my front door camera, I saw someone standing there at 2:17 a.m. Someone was standing on my doorstep. It was me. Or something that looks almost exactly like me. Just standing there, smiling a little too slowly. It looked like me anyway. Same height, same clothes, same stupid crease on my hoodie sleeve. But the thing that's been bothering me all day isn't that it looked like me. It's what it was doing. It wasn't knocking. It wasn't trying the handle. It wasn't moving. It was just standing there. Like it was waiting for someone on the other side to show it what to do. This story was originally posted on Reddit No Sleep by Cookie Monster. I haven't seen anything from them since. Do you think they're okay? If you have experienced anything like this or any other kinds of encounters, please let me know down below. I would love to share your stories and just show the world that there is more than meets the eye. I promise, you're not crazy.